Welcome back to the new chapter. And in this chapter, we'll be looking at API integration. For that, we'll be using Axios. So let's go to Axios and then install Axios. So npm install Axios. Let's go to terminal and then paste it over here. And that should be it. And after that, let's first create Axios instance. So let's go to src. And after that, let's make a new folder, services / and then Axios instance.js. And after that, let's import Axios from Axios. And after that, let's export const Axios instance is going to be Axios dot and then create. And inside of the create, we'll have an object. All right. So let's create an object. And after that, we'll have a property this URL. And after that, we'll have timeout for the timeout of the request and headers. And content type will be application/JSON. And that's it. All right. So base URL basically mean the base URL of the API, right? So for this tutorial, we'll be using Domization API. It's actually a free API. So let's go over here, and here let's explore some of the APIs. So let's view more, and then here inside here, let's go to the products, because we'll be using the products API for our e-commerce, right? So here, as you can see, the response, and there are other APIs as well, but in this tutorial, we'll be just using the product, right? So this is going to be the base URL which we have to use. All right. So let's copy it and let's paste it over here, like that. And after that, what we have to do is we have to use a React query for making hooks for the API. All right. So let's go to 10 stack query and read the docs. And after that, what we have to do is let's first of all install this React query. So for that, we have this command npm i. Let's go to terminal and then paste it over here, and that should be it. And to set up React query is very simple as well. So we just have to go to services and then create a new folder with name products and index.js. All right, because we'll be fetching data for products, right? That's why the folder name is products. And after that, let's import Axios instance first of all, right? Which we have created. And after that, let's also import use query from 10 stack query. That's it. And after that, let's make a hook for getting the product list, right? So const get use get products, because we'll be using use before that name, because this is going to be hook, right? And it's going to be a simple function, right? So let's make a function like this one, right? And then this function is going to return use query, right? And inside here, we have object where we have property query key. This is going to be a unique key, right? And after that, we have function query function, and this is going to be async function, and this actual function where we'll be fetching our data, right? So await Axios instance.get and then the path name. And if you see, we are using products as our path name because this is what Domization provides. Now, if we go to documentation here, we have products over there, right? And if we see, this is the URL, right? So we are using path name over here, right? And for domain or the base URL, we already have set up here in the Axios instance, right? That's why we are just using path name over here. And for searching and sorting, we have options over here, right? For search, we'll be using query params. If you see search, and the way we are using search is by the query params, right? And for limit and skip, you know, all those things will be used like query param in the URL. So let's go ahead and set up those filters over here. So first we have search, and this is going to be empty by default. And then we'll have sort by, and this is going to be title. We'll be sorting by title, right? And then we have sort order, and this is going to be ascending, and then we'll have limit and then pace. And sorry, this one is actually just order, all right? Like that. and this is going to be ascending by default, and then we'll have a limit, right? We'll apply limit as maybe 100, and then we'll have pace as 1 by default. And then we'll have to use all of those properties in a query param of the URL, right? So we'll be using, first of all, we'll have to use all those in the query key as well, right? Like that, sort by, auto, limit, pace. And after that, we'll be using these values in a URL while fetching data, right? So what we have to do now is we just have to change how we are fetching data in the Axios instance.getProducts. So let's go ahead and change over here. Just remove all those things, and then let's use a template literal, right? Like this, so that we are using all those things in a query param. And that should be it, right? We are actually using all these values, all the property in a query param, right? Of this question mark, right? So that should be it. We have successfully set up the hook for getting the product list. Now let's go ahead and make a home page so that we will be able to use this data in home page. All right, so let's make home page like that and use functional component like that. And after that, what we have to do is just go to routes, and then let's change this one to this home component. So let's remove everything in the element section, and then let's use this home component we recently made. And after that, what we have to do is let's go over to the home page first of all, so it's actually working, right? And now what we have to do is use that hook for getting the product list over here. So const data, and then we'll have a bunch of other things like is loading an error, and after that we'll be using that hook, right? Use get. It was actually, let's go to index.jsx, and it was actually the use get product list. So let's export it first of all, and after that let's copy it, and let's go to home, and then use it over here, and let's import it like that, and that should be it. Now let's try logging the data. Control Alt L, and this is actually shortcut given by Turbo Console Log, right? So it's actually an extension. So it's actually Turbo Console and Log, right? So what it does is it'll provide a shortcut for logging things, right? You just have to install it, and then so it's actually this one. So you just have to install it, and after that, if you want to log the data, you just have to double click and then hit Control Alt L. So yeah, so it's actually a shortcut, right? And after that, let's go over here in the home page and let's refresh. And as you can see, there's no query client. So let's set up query client first of all. We forgot to set up the query client. So let's go to main.jsx over here, and then let's go to 10-stack query documentation, and we just have to copy few things. All right, it's very simple. So yeah, here we'll have to copy these things, right? And then paste it over here first. That's it. And after that, we just have to make a query client like this one over here after the import. So just have to make like that. And after that, we simply have to use this query client provider, right? So after strict mode, we just have to use it over here and then wrap it like that, and then that's it. That should be it, right? Now if we go to home page, and that's it, it's working. Now let's open up a developer console, Control-Shift-I if you're in Windows, and then let's hit it again. And as you can see, we have successfully hit the API request, right? And we're getting the data as well from here. And let's go to console, and let's see if we have got the data in the UI or not. And we are getting the data So these are the data we'll be using now. All right, I'll see you in the next chapter.